Hey everybody, Beyond Drew TV here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, Beyond Drew TV and Lion Rider actually came up with a pretty neat little concept for an untrademarked Planet game. So if you guys want to chat about Planet Resort, just keep watching. All right, guys, when I was kind of talking about a little earlier today about noticing just that Planet Hospital, which a lot of you guys said, absolutely not. Planet Hospital, I will not play that game. It better not come out before a Planet Coaster 2. There's no way Frontier would put out a 2-point hospital competitor when there are so many people clamoring for Planet Coaster 2. Never say never. But Planet Hospital definitely does not seem to be on your all's radar, and really mine either. But when I brought that up and noticed that that was a part of the most recent trademark activity that has to do with Frontier, Planet Golf, Planet Prison, Planet Railway, Planet Racing, Planet Soccer, none of those have really been touched or updated since 2020, but Planet Hospital has kind of been messed with a little bit. You can see that it even has like a renewal date set for November 26th, 2024. So none of those other ones have been messed with in, it looks like, in 4 years, except for Planet Hospital. Looks a little different than the other ones. So I guess as far as we're concerned, I mean, Hospital may be your bag, but I think as far as we're concerned, we're more interested in a Planet Coaster 2 over a Hospital creative management simulation game. I don't even really know how that would fall into us being able to design our own hospitals piece by piece. I don't know how that would work in the Planet universe. So maybe don't look in to that trademark being messed with too much. It's like you guys always say, a lot of times that companies, they trademark all kinds of crap just to cover them in the event of one day they want to maybe add that to the Planet universe. But we're here to talk about a really neat idea by Beyond Drew TV and Nicholas Lion Rider today of, you know, kind of seaming together the best of both worlds and not making one of these, one of the other Planet games so niche, like such a small audience that there probably wouldn't be able, they wouldn't make a lot of return on investment if they didn't do it this way. So we're not talking about Planet Resort being Planet Coaster 2 and all of that like mixed in together. I really think, but they may, but I personally think Planet Coaster 2 will be its own creative management simulation game. I think that is coming. That is going to be its own sequel. But if we're talking in the realm of the Planet universe expanding, what we were trying to say was, how awesome would it be to combine water park, resorts, all of this little kind of niche stuff that wouldn't fare well on its own? Like as cool as I think it would be, I don't think a Planet water park would necessarily attract enough attention of the general public to warrant its own game. Now, possibly what a lot of you guys say is letting it be a DLC or an expansion to a Planet Coaster 2. That could be possible. But I guess more so talking about a Planet Resort, what if water parks were a part of a larger game like that? Water parks, ski resorts, safari lodges, Lion Rider was saying. I was saying, as far as a Planet Resort goes, what if we had like different scenarios where you took a dilapidated, like a rundown beach resort, and one of the scenarios was to get it back on its feet and to like restore it back to this beach, this oceanfront resort powerhouse. And then as far as the management side goes, there's all kinds of things you could worry about, like what they call in the hotel business ADR. Your average daily rate would have to be set. Cost controls as far as your housekeeping, front desk, maintenance, engineer, labor, and then getting back to the creative side of things, which I think would, I think it could lend itself a lot more than a Planet Hospital, is just think creating your resorts piece by piece and deciding how many rooms they're going to have, designing the lobbies, designing the exterior, designing the foliage, ponds. You know, what if Frontier designed like a pool designer? Like, you know, you have a section down at the bottom of the UI that looks like a little pool, and once you go into that menu, there's a sub menu of all types of water slides, jacuzzis, a lazy river editor, and then in that subsection you get like your design pieces, like your bars, your swim up pedestals, your beach chairs, your lounge chairs, your umbrellas, and all of that is part of your pool section down in the UI. And then of course you would have a foliage section and props. You know, I just think that could be a really, really fun spin to bringing in water parks to the Planet universe, if they don't decide to eventually add that into a Planet Coaster 2. I think that would be a really cool bet. Another thing we hit on was a ski resort. Like, you create this particular resort in a snow biome, you know, where you have to have the ski lifts and design your lodge, design your restaurants that are in the lodge. And then of course, you know, the management side of things, food ordering, catering to events, weddings, large conventions. I think all of that could be really, really neat when you start diving into the management side of things. But yeah, I was just thinking that those guys coming up with a Planet Resort type idea, what would make me the most excited is it's like that would give Frontier an excuse to bring all of these niche parts together, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, that doesn't necessarily warrant their own video game, but would encompass perfect into a Planet Resort umbrella, that larger game that could bring these smaller titles that'll never happen into the Planet universe. So you guys will have to tell us, does a Planet Resort game sound like a complete joke? Would you rather have a Planet Hospital game? Would you rather Planet Coaster 2 just encompass water parks and resorts kind of under the Planet Coaster umbrella? And I could understand that argument as well, because there's a lot of people that have told me over the years they want to develop you know, Busch Gardens type designs where you have even, you know, even to go as far, I don't think this will ever happen, but it's go to far as like a Planet Coaster and a Planet Zoo morph together. Like, and that's a really good point that Lion Rider had made, and Beyond Drew. A Planet Resort, what if something like a Planet Resort umbrella could allow that to happen one day, where a Planet Zoo and a Planet Coaster live in the same world? So like we mentioned, think Busch Gardens, where you have your roller coaster theme park side of things, but you also have another part of the resort that is totally dedicated to animals and safaris. I think in a dream world, if Frontier had unlimited development funds, that is, I think that is like our dream game where those two could be meshed together. I don't think it'll happen, but we can always dream. And but anyways, they were bouncing those ideas around today in a Discord that we have, a little Discord chat that we have, and Leaf kind of popped in and said, what about a Planet Spa Resort? And that got a little weird really quick, so we kind of shooed Leaf off. But anyways, yeah, just let us know your thoughts down below. Totally just shooting spitballs here. But what are your thoughts on if a Planet Resort type game ever come about? And I think next time Drew and I, if we do a if we do a planet focused Take Two podcast, we will touch on this Planet Resort idea. And but yeah, just wanted to jump in real quick and get your all's feedback. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will I think the next thing we're gearing up for is Frontier puts out their interim their half-year results, typically around the end of January. So be on the lookout for that. Whenever they put that out, we will jump on here and cover it in a video. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think, and I will catch you in the next video. See ya.